Shalom, Lord in Christ, Israel. This is the Baltimore Hachaanakah Dec class. I'm gonna be filling in for Officer of 1,000 Yara. These. Yes, cover it up. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat to let me know you can hear me, so we can make sure that the audio is tawab. It's the blue one. Turn it up, and then at the top, you see the button, the speaker button right there. No, on the soundboard. On the lever that you pushed up at the top, it should be a button. Like I said, drop a 1 in the chat so we can make sure the audio tawab. So far, I think we got Sister Takaya in the chat. Shalom. Yahweh Shemal, Adatamba Hashem Yahushua, and Gabar, and Officer of 1,000 Gabar. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Rakatah. So today we're going to be going through, as y'all know, we have December the 14th. If you're in the Baltimore or Washington, D.C., or, Laurel or close by to those locations, we're having our Hachaanakah in the Baltimore School, 3430 Eastern Avenue. If you want to know more about it, the phone number, we could drop the phone number in the chat. Is it okay to drop the phone number in the chat? We'll drop the phone number and the address in the chat.
It's in the banner.
Say it again.
It's in the banner below the screen.
Okay, it's in the banner below the screen if you want to see the address and the phone number. It's 3430 Eastern Avenue. It's right beside the mattress store and the barbershop. You'll see the Magandawada, the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge logo on the door. It's December the 14th, 7 p.m. Remember, if you bringing food, bring it kind of early. So we probably will want that to be here like 6 o'clock to 6:30. It's kids friendly. What else? And only for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So we're gonna be, since we're having our Hachaanakah, I wanted to work on greetings, requests, and commands that you can use at this Hachaanakah, right? And I want to ask that when y'all come to Hachaanakah, that you really try to utilize these greetings, commands, and requests, because if you think about it, right, like when we get to speaking out our true language that nobody else speaks. And nobody else understand. Nobody else got this truth about the Hachaanakah Dec. You know what I'm saying? We, Commander General Yohana, you know what I'm saying, brung this truth out. You know what I'm saying? We got it. So I just want y'all to imagine, you know what I'm saying, if Officer Gabar, if something is going on traumatic, it gets chaos around, and Officer of 1,000 Gabar gives me or somebody else a command, and all the heathens are standing around, and they see you as just some old lowly, drug dealing, nobody, black person. You know what I mean? And they see him give me a command, or you see him give a group of young officers a command, and they immediately start doing something in a language that these heathens, that these Africans and these Hamites and these Edomites are never heard. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be feared. They're gonna be like, yo, what is they talking about? I've never heard them even say, yo, giving commands and we just moving. He giving a command and we jumping and we doing stuff. That's gonna put fear in them, because they're not gonna know what's going on. So that's why it's always imperative to try to hump on this Lashawan Quadash right now as soon as possible, especially with all the chaos going down. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of being in order. You know what I'm saying? And holy, separate too. We separate in language. We're not just separate in the way we the clothes and the fringes and other things. We also separate in our language too. That's a nation. Having your own language, you know what I mean? With everything else, that's a real nation. So we're gonna get into the greetings. So the first greeting I would like for y'all, if you to try to lock it into your mind, say it and write it down a couple of times to yourself, like maybe like 7 times or something like that, right? So good morning, and a greeting for good is Tawab. Tawab. That's TAWAB. Tawab. You want to say that a couple of times. I know we're real familiar with that. So morning, Bawakwar. Bawakwar. Tawab, Bawakwar. The morning is BAWAQAR. If y'all out there, write it in the chat. Write Tawab, Bawakwar in the chat. I mean, let me make sure that everybody is getting it. I mean, good morning. Tawab, Bawakwar. Tawab, Bawakwar. Let me give y'all a few minutes to drop it in the chat. Tawab, Bawakwar. Good morning. Good means Tawab, and morning means Bawakwar. That's how you say it in the Hebrew. Good morning. Tawab, Bawakwar. I know a lot of us is familiar with Shalom. We'll get into that. But good morning is Tawab, Bawakwar. That's good morning. Tawab, Bawakwar. I'm gonna write in the chat too. Let me see if I can put it in the chat also. Tawab, Bawakwar. Good morning. Morning. Bawakwar. Bawakwar. Okay. Good morning. Tawab, Bawakwar. I'm gonna write it in the chat for y'all.
You want me to write it down here?
I
can write it down, yeah. Oh, Lord. Bubba, BABAQA.
BAWAQAR.
Tawab, Bawakwar.
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 Tawab Bawakwar. Good morning. So while he's putting that in the chat, we're gonna move on to the next one. The next one is good evening. Right? A lot of, as we know, that the Most High, how he set the days up, that the evening and then the morning. Right? So in Genesis, when you read it, he says, and then the evening and the morning Bawakwar, it would be, what would the evening be? Anybody in the chat, if you would let me guess and tell me what evening would be. We already know what good would be, which is Tawab. What about evening? Good evening. Evening is I rob. That would be good evening. Tawab, I rob. Tawab, I rob. Good morning. Tawab Bawakwar. Good evening. Tawab, I rob. And good is spelled Tawab. I rob. Evening is spelled IRAB. The feast for Hachaanakah, ours won't start in the morning. It'll start in I rob, the evening. As you know, all of our high holy days, the beginning of the day for the nation of Israel that the Most High is appointed, starts in the evening. I rob. Esau, in his world, he made the beginning of the day start in the morning, but Wakwar. So that's a greeting that we'll all be using when we come into the school. You know what I'm saying? We'll be dropping our food off, and when we getting settled in for the for the class on Sunday, you'll come in, you'll say, Tawab I rob. That's how you'll greet everyone. Tawab I rob. Shalom. Tawab I rob.
Ra.
I Ra. R-A. Then B.
I rob.
I rob. That's good evening. Tawab I rob. Good morning. Tawab Bawakwar. You should start we put this into practice with your family. I mean, I do it sometimes with my rib and my oldest son. And you'll find that they you do more studying on the Hebrew than them, and they catch on to it more than you. The kids will catch on to more than you. The kids will help you learn the Hebrew better. Because they won't stop saying it. Good evening. Tawab I rob. Now we're gonna get to the next one. Good night. Good night. Anybody in the chat, tell me what they think the word night is in the Lashawan Quadash. We already know what good means. Good, how you say good in the Hebrew is tawab. We want to know how you say night in the Hebrew. How do you say night in the Hebrew? Good night. It is Tawab Layala. Tawab Layala. It's good night. Tawab Layala. Tawab Layala. Night. Layala. When we're leaving, right? When we're leaving and Hachaanakah is over and everybody is taking their plates home, you won't say Tawab Irab. Nope. You won't say Tawab Bobakwar, which is good morning. You'll say Tawab Layala'a, which is good night. Tawab Layala'a. Putting your children to bed, or when your children is about to go to bed, you'll tell your parents, and your parents will tell you Tawab Layala'a. Layala'a.
Can you break it down? Each
Say it again.
Can you break your night down each syllable?
Okay. Come. So La, L-A, La, Ya, Y-A, Ya, and then L-A, La, and then A-H, Ah. Ah, it's only one A after the L. La, La, Ah. La, La, Ah. Good night. Tawab, La, La, Ah. Good evening. Tawab, Irab. Good morning. Tawab, Bobakwar.
Did he type that in like this? It's la. La. The H is silent if it's
Yeah, he typed it in like that.
So it's la.
La.
The H at the end is going to be silent.
Hachaanakah.
So it's Tawab la.
Tawab La. Salakia. Tawab La. Tawab La. Good night. Tawab La. Tawab La. Good night. Now we're going to get into good day. Good day. Anybody could tell me what day is in the Hebrew? How you say day in Hachaanakah Dec? Good day. We know good is Tawab. You're Tawab on knowing what Tawab is. Good day. Good day is Tawab Yawam. Good day. Tawab Yawam. I know a lot of us get stuck on, we say shalom a lot. If anybody could tell me what shalom means, right? We say shalom. We use shalom almost for everything. Now, it's help you be more versatile in the Hachaanakah Dec. Becomes more natural.
Some brothers say, especially brother that's well versed in the Hebrew, you'll ask me, "Are you good? Are you tawab?" That's just another way to incorporate the word good. Use it within your regular speaking patterns,
right,
with each other. You know what I mean?
Come.
Say you tawab, you good. That's a black people. That's how black people talk.
Right, we talk.
So we'll say it
with
in
the
here.
Ebonics. So we taking our language
Exactly.
and putting our slang into it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we did for so many years. Like when you read the Bible, got slang in it. You know what I'm saying? You see, when the Most High said He put Adam to sleep. He wasn't sleep. Taking a nap. And he came and did surgery on him and opened up his body and cleaned up the blood and sewed him back up, and then molded Eve from a literal bone in a body. And even that, you go in the story about Jacob, right? And the flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. You go in a story about Jacob when he went to his uncle to get him a wife. You know what I'm saying? His uncle, Lamb, right? It's Lamb.
If I'm not mistaken,
Lamb called Jacob bone of my what do you say? Bone of my bone. Right? That was slang for family. You know what I mean?
Well, that's where you get the term flesh and blood from.
Flesh him, that's where you get the term flesh and blood.
That's a black, it's an Israelite thing.
Right. So somebody say you tawab, they're incorporating the way we talk with our language. We're getting back in tune with our old spirit that the Most High gave us. We're taking off this covering.
And so when y'all come to the school, you'll hear it. You don't even recognize that you speak in Hebrew.
Right.
I'm saying it's going to become so common. That's why it's important to be around the brothers and around the sisters and at the feast days, because that's where you're going to really pick up a lot of the lingo. Not only with the service, following along in that Hebrew is going to really, really get you familiar with common words that you'll see throughout the scriptures, and being around the brothers will use those common words.
And also, if you start using it, it makes it. You'll notice that other people start using it more. You know what I'm saying? Like I start using Anya Tawab.
I'm Tawab.
You know what I'm saying? I heard Officer of 1,000 Mutazabad say Anya Tawab. And then he told me that Anya means I'm good. Now you're starting to respond in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? People catch on. I think the trooper cut on to that. Now he says Anya Tawab.
Anya Tawab. Like if y'all familiar with the schools, the general name Anya Shawamar. That's his full title. General Shaw. Y'all just say Shawamar, but it's Anya Shawamar is his whole name. Which means I am watching. Or I am observing, or I am watching. So like it's like you'll pick it up, like, and then you'll start recognizing brothers' names and what they mean and stuff like that. But you're absolutely right on that. It means I am, or I.
So
I'm good. I'm and brothers will say it in English and in Hebrew. I'm Tawab, I'm good. They'll say it like that, and that's
right. And now you catching on.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? So, good day. Tawab Yawam.
Let's get you each syllable of Yawam.
Day. Ya. Y-A. Ya. Wum. Wum. W-A-M-A. But of course, we don't put the A at the end when you're writing it, because the wum is together.
The what and the ma.
Yeah.
It's connected.
Right. The what and the ma is connected. So it's ya wum. Ya wum. That's day. Ya wum. Tawab layala. Right? Tawab layala. Good night. Tawab irab. Good evening. Irab. Evening. Good morning. Tawab bawakwar. Morning. Bawakwar. Good is tawab. Bawakwar is morning. Good is tawab. Irab is evening. Good is tawab. Layala is night. Good is tawab. And yawam is day. Ya wum. Right? Now, earlier I asked if anybody knew what shalom means in the Hebrew. And Hachaanakah Dec, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Peace to you. Peace to you. That's the English. Peace to you. And the Hachaanakah Dec, peace is shalom. Shalom. To you, laka. La-ka. La, L-A, ka. K-A. So peace to you is shalom laka. Shalom laka. Shalom. S-H-A. That's sha. That's sha. Lum. The L-A and the M-A is together. It's one. So it's lum. So it's sha, lum. Not shalawam. Not shalahama or whatever they say. They say a lot. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's shalom. Peace is shalom to you, laka. So peace to you, shalom laka. Shalom laka. Shalom laka. Peace.
Is it C-H-A-A?
Or
K-A?
It's K-A. L-A-K-A.
With an H at the end or no?
La'a.
Shalom laka.
Shalom laka. Shalom laka. Peace to you. All right. I'm good. I'm good. We talked about this earlier. I'm good. Anya Tawab. Anya Tawab. When they say you Tawab, right? When they do the slang, when they mix the English with the, you come into the school, somebody asks you, you Tawab? Anya Tawab. I'm good. Anya. AH. Na. NA. Ya. 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 The AH, the and the na are together.
Connected.
Anya. My bad. Connected. And na are connected. Ya. The AHN. And then ya. Anya. I'm good. Tawab. Anya Tawab. Anya Tawab. I'm good. Anya Tawab. So, peace to you. I'm good. Peace to you. Shalom laka. Shalom laka. Peace to you. I'm good. Anya Tawab. So my peace is good.
So like, is the Anya, is it AHNYA?
Anya is AHNYA.
My bad, Slakia.
Anya Tawab. I'm good. Anya Tawab. I'm good. Same thing as my. I'm okay. Anya Tawab. So now we're gonna get into my peace. My peace is good. My peace is good. We know good is Tawab. T and Wab. The TA, the T, and then the WA, W, and the BA, B. But the W together are connected. So it's Wab. So it's T Wab. T WAB. Wab. Tawab. Right? So now my peace is good. So my peace is Shalamya. Shalamya. My peace is good. Shalamya Tawab. Shalamya Tawab. Shalom. SHA. Shah. The Shah in the alphabet. The Shah. SHA. And Lum. The LA and MA are connected, which makes Lum. So it's Shalom. But my peace is Shalamya. Right? So it's the SH, the LAM, the SH Shah, the LAM, the LA, and the MA, which is connected. Lum, and then it's the ya at the end. Ya. I think the ya is a possessive word of that is my. It is, give me a second. Me or my. It's possessive. Me or my is the ya, and it goes at the end. When it's at the end, is me or my. So shalom is peace, and if it's my peace, then it's shalom ya. So my peace is good. Shalom ya tawab. Shalom ya tawab.
If I could,
Come.
like in these Hebrew language classes is it's important to get these entry level ones. I know y'all want to learn a lot of elaborate stuff like that, but just like any language, you start with the basics. Start with the alphabet, and you crawl your way into a more elaborate vocabulary. So just like you did in school, what did you learn? Right. Alphabet, small words, and then after you learn those small words, you learn things like prefixes and suffixes, which this is things you put on the beginning of a word, things you put on the end of a word. You understand? So this is exactly what's going on. Shalom ya Tawah. My peace is good.
Shalom ya Tawah. My peace is good. Make sure you say that ya at the end of shalom, which changes it to my peace, makes it a possessive. Yum. Salaki, ya. Shalom, shalom ya.
I want to read something real quick. I just pulled this up. It says, what is a prefix and a suffix? Prefixes and suffixes are word parts added to a root word to change its meaning or grammatical function. A prefix goes at the beginning like unhappy, while a suffix goes at the end like happiness. They help build new words and understand vocabulary without needing to learn entirely new terms.
Right. So it will be that was always my technique. Well, I want it to be my technique, finding the time. Right. But learning the alphabet, right? It's like you said, it's the basics. Then getting these possessives down pat. At least try to memorize them like the alphabet. So then when you start learning words, when you learn one word, you learn 4 words.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know the possessive that goes with the word. You learn shalom, like you don't even know what shalom means, but you know ya means me or my. You know ka means you, and la. And now when you know ka, la, and ya, and going on the front and the back, if it's you, me, mine, yours, his, or hers. Once you learn shalom, the word peace, now you know 6 different words.
And if I could, and here you'll hear us say a lot, especially when we reading, the brother that's helping the other person read or following along, sometimes you might hear him say, this is the root word. The root word, let's say the root word is shalom. And they're following along. He said, yeah, this is the root word of shalom. And whatever that prefix or suffix is, we'll say, okay, no sweat. So it's shalom ya. I know shalom.
I know shalom.
You know what I mean? So you just got to put that ya on there.
Yeah. So that's a good technique. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna make sure that I start putting in is get all of your possessive now down pat after the Hebrew, after the alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
It's a question in the chat. Question is, why y'all worship the Jews?
Why do we worship the Jews?
It says, why y'all worship the Jews?
Well, I don't think we worship no Jews.
Right.
And what do you mean by Jew? Right? Who are you talking about when you say Jew? Do you know who is a Jew? What nation of people that's walking the earth right now is a Jew? And also, what is worship? Tell me your meaning of worship, and then so we can better answer your question. I need to know, what does worship mean to you?
And who are the Jews?
And who are the Jews?
We will answer your question. He says he says they Europeans now.
They Europeans now. Oh, so you saying that oh, you mean Jewish? The so-called Jewish man came to America, start working hard, and now he's a European. So all Europeans are Jewish?
He said Jews were from the Middle East, weren't they?
So
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
Jews, the real Jews, are from the Middle East. Everything the prophet of the Middle East. But listen, the so-called Jewish man that you see today is not the original Jew.
Right.
The real, and to answer your second part, we ain't worshiping the so-called Jewish man. The so-called Jewish man is not a Jew. He is an imposter. He is a Jewish convert. They are Polish. They are German. They have other, ethnicities, but they're not the true biblical Jews. We do not worship them. We're not affiliated with the so-called Jewish man or the Israelis. You understand?
Right.
The so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man are the true Jews of the Bible, the true Israelites.
What's his name, sir?
This is his title. It says Jim, and then it says T4U5R.
Hey, Jim.
Some type of slang.
Hey, Jim. What's your nationality? Are you a Jew, Jim? Are you a Jewish man, Jim?
What is your nationality, Jim?
What's your nationality, Jim?
He writes, those Jews in Israel are from Europe. And then he also says, okay, well, you guys do your thing.
Hey, before you leave, Jim, what is your nationality? You can't just drop a whole bunch of comments in the chat and then run. I mean, that's not fair, Jim.
He says India and white.
Oh, okay. So you are Indian and Jew. That's what you saying? You're an Indian Jew? Listen, if I may, sir, you are absolutely right that those so-called Jewish people come from Europe. They come from Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. He says, I'm Slocky. He says,
he said, no, not a Jew.
He says, let me get the message.
Come.
Okay, well, you guys do your thing. No, he says, no, I have Indian ancestry. No, not a Jew, Indian and UK. He's Indian and you like East Indian to be specific. I think he's an East Indian mixed with a so-called white person. Either on his, Jim, what are you on your father's side? Is your father an East Indian? Or is your mother an East Indian, and vice versa?
You say yes.
Which one is your mother an East Indian? Which one of your parents are East Indians? Indian, yes. His father's an East Indian.
It's an East Indian, right?
And his mother is Caucasian.
Okay, so East Indian man. So listen, so the so-called Jewish man, he's from Russia. You know what I'm saying? He is not the biblical Jew that the Bible speaks of, because he is not from Israel. He's not from Jerusalem.
Right.
He came from another place. You got that absolutely right. So who is the real Jews? If he's not the real Jew, and you know he's not the real Jew because you said that he comes from Europe, that he comes from Russia, who is the real Jew?
Russia, Poland, Germany, those places.
Right. Russia, Poland, Germany, all of those places. So we up here, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? Jim, if your mother's people, nation, didn't steal and pillage every land and colonize and all word and steal everyone's culture and make it their own, then the whole world would know who the real Jews are. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says in Revelations 3:9 that behold, I will make them of synagogues of Satan. And he's talking about a particular person which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. That's the so-called Jewish man. He says he is a Jew and he's not. and look at his synagogue is turning into the synagogues of Satan. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I shouldn't even be. I don't like talking to heathens for real. I gained the love not to even explain anything to heathens for real. But one of my brothers and sisters might be watching this class, so I want to be able to throw that Revelations 3:9 scripture out.
And Jim replies, I don't know, but I agree that the Egyptians were black. He also says that's a fact. What you were saying is a fact. Can I say something also?
Go ahead.
Jim, you are hold on. He said something else. He said namaste, love to your movement. Okay. But Jim, you are an East Indian, all right? According to your father's side. You understand? Go do what the East Indians do. Be, do whatever it is they do, follow their culture. This is something totally different. But when black people are in power, ain't gonna be no Hinduism and whatever them East Indians be doing, all right?
You worried about if we worship the Jews. Hey, listen, if you're so concerned about who we worship, right? Won't you help us? Won't you help us find the right person that we should worship? Won't you drop some money in the chat, yo? I mean, won't you send us some cash? You know what I'm saying? What do you say?
He says, okay, I'll go and worship a cow.
Right.
and he says, ha ha, take care, black man. Don't run. Don't run. You wanted to talk. But no, Egyptians are African, is an African nation. Some people had dark skin, but I wouldn't consider them black. They're a different race than the so-called black man. You understand?
It's some East Indians that are darker than me. Are they Egyptian?
Right.
Hey, Jim, you might be darker than me. You might be. Are you an Egyptian? That proves that every melanated person is not the same.
God.
And that is right, yo. You can go worship your cow, man. Go worship your cow and your foot soup, man. Make some foot soup.
But black people, we're gonna put our culture back on. We're gonna follow our God and we're gonna follow our laws. That's what time.
Mm-hmm. The only true God.
And then when we back on top, you're gonna be following suit. So let's get back. Shalom Yah. My piece is good. Salaki.
Shalom Yah Tawab. You said Anya Tawab. I'm good, Jim.
God.
Next is Anya Tawab. Oh, we was on Shalom Yah Tawab. My piece is Shalom Yah good Tawab. What's the next word? What is your name? Anybody in chat tell me can guess in the Lashawan Quadash how you say what is your name? What is your name? And this is in any other language, this would be probably one of the first phrases that you learn. What is your name? One of the first greetings that you will learn. What is your name? Anybody in chat tell me what is your name? What is your name in Allah Shekwan Quadash in the Hebrew is Ma'ah Shamka. Ma'ah Shamka. Or Salakia. Ma Shamka. Ma Shamka. Ma is connected. M-A-H. Ma. M-A-H. Ma. And Shamka. Shamka. The S-H-A and the M is connected, which makes Shum. and then ka, K-A. Shamka. Shamka. It's three Hebrew letters in Shamka. S-H-A, Sha, M-A, Ma, and K-A. The M-A and the Sha, the Ma and the Sha are connected, which makes Shum. And then the Ka is at the end. Shamka. Mashamka. What is your name? Mashamka. A lot of us have, and that's another way that we learn the Hebrew. Because when you come in here and you become a new person, you get a new name. Shalom to the chat. What is that? What's that name?
I think it's a troll.
Come on.
This person said, there is no safety outside of salvation. Take the time to save yourself. Read these scriptures for yourself. And then they listed a bunch of scriptures.
Is that a woman?
It is.
Hey,
you should learn to shut your goddamn mouth.
All right, you should learn what First Timothy 2:11 and 12 is. Is 1 Timothy 2:11 and 12 in those scriptures that you got down there? That's one scripture that you don't got down there. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11 and 12. Salvation. What is salvation?
Right.
What is salvation? What does salvation mean? Rolanda. What does salvation mean? I don't know what salvation mean. Teach me what salvation mean. Tell me what salvation mean.
Tell us what you think it means.
Tell me what you think it means. We hear salvation a lot. Don't know what it means. What's your name? Mashamka. How do you read? Mashamka. How would you respond to Mashamka? What is your name? Mashamka. My name is Shamya. My name is Shamya. Somebody says, Mashamka, what is your name? Your response was begin by saying, Shamka Karalakum. Shamka. What is your name? Shamka. My name is Shamya. Shamya. My name is Shamya. Salakia. My name is S-H-A. The M is connected with the S-H-A. So Sham and then Ya.
Sha and the Ma is connected.
The Sha and the Ma is connected, and then it's Ya at the end. Shamya.
Can I explain one thing real quick?
Come.
When you connect those type of characters together, say you have a Sha and a Ma, you want to knock off the accent of the Ma, so it's not going to be an A at the end. It's just going to be the beginning part of a Ma. So just the Ma sound, just the sound. So Sham. So it wouldn't be Shama. It would just be Sham.
Right.
Just to explain, when you connect those characters, what happens there is you'll take that A off, but you'll still keep that pronounce the Ma just on the after the Sha. So it will be Sham. Just a tad bit of a recap of that. So it's Shamya. So Salakia. Call.
So my name is Shamya. 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 It's already written in the chat.
Come.
All right. We're gonna get some more into this. So when somebody asks you, what's your name? They're gonna say Hachaanakah. When they're asking you what's your name, they're gonna say Hachaanakah. Your response will be telling them your name by saying, my name is Shamya, and then your name. Shamya Karalakam. Shamya Captain Saparia. Saparia.
Shamya Sarun. Sarun Saparia.
Sarun Saparia.
Sarun means captain in Hebrew.
You said, say it again?
It means captain in Hebrew. So if I was going to say it all in Hebrew, I would say Shamya Sarun Saparia.
Sarun?
Sarun.
Sarun is captain. Sarun. That's good. Sarun Saparia. Start using that too. Mm-hmm. Let's try to use that December the 14th for our Hachaanakah. It'll be held in Baltimore at the Baltimore School, 3430 Eastern Avenue. For more info, you can call 443-595. You can look at you can find the number at the banner below the screen that's running. So, what is your name? Hachaanakah. My name is Shamya. My name is Shamya. Right? Now we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back with y'all with the requests and the commands. So when we get to Hachaanakah, we'll get into how we know there's gonna be food there. Usually at every feast day we have food, we have beverage. After the teaching, even while we're teaching, we everybody pitches in together and bring a bunch of food. You know what I'm saying? And this is black. You know how black people cook flavorful food, not no Indian food. we ain't staring no beans out with our toes. You hear me? We ain't scooping nothing up with no fig leaf. None of that. You know what I mean? We are clean people. You know what I'm saying? We are separate from the East Indian. You know what I mean? We are separate from the Jewish man. We don't roll boogies up and flick them. You know what I mean? We wash our hands. We use our gloves. We serve each other properly because we care about each other. Not like the East Indian people don't care about each other. They don't care if you get a cold, if you get sick, if you get a virus. That is the last thing on their mind. The only thing they're worried about is selling this feet soup while it's hot. You hear me? Selling this feet soup while it's hot. Sir, I need to see somebody standing in the pot with the food, scooping it out, putting it in. He looked like he had underwear on. He's scooping the food out.
Listen now.
2 things the East Indians are famous for. Feet soup. The way they serve their food. They're not even famous for the food that they serve. The way they serve it, and something that nobody knows. Rastafari. Mm-hmm. Dreads and smoking marijuana. God dang. But we gonna hit y'all with this Passover promo, and we're gonna be right back with the requests and the commands.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover. Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's a white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm in here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
A solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
We back live. We back, man. We gotta hit y'all with a couple of promos. Make sure y'all tune in to all of those promos. Lashawan Quadash, which is on Friday. You win it right now. Usually is held by Officer of 1,000 Yerah. I'm saying he's a very, very good teacher and learning the Hebrew. Then history class, right? On Mondays, you're gonna get Captain Sapariat. How you say Captain in Hebrew again, sir?
Saran
Sapariat. Or you're gonna get Officer of 1,000 Matham. Boom. And on Mondays, before history class, every Monday, you get the One West News Desk. One West News Desk coming to you with the current international news local news, insight on war. They definitely gonna give you the war update. You know what I'm saying? So I know for me, watching General Hachaanakah, you know what I'm saying, on commanding General Hachaanakah Salakia, commanding General Hachaanakah, watching him on, what is it,
Black Watch,
American on Fire, Salakia. I watch it every time it come on. It's Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Yep, Monday. So you get 2 news joints on Monday and a history class / scriptural breakdown class. You know what I'm saying? So tune in to all of them. Then on Wednesday you get another, you know what I'm saying, update on war and news. You know what I'm saying? So tune in to the One West News Desk and Commanding General Hachaanakah Black Watch, and Wednesday war update after class. Then what we got, Brotherhood class by Officer 5000 of Warrior. That's on Tuesday, 7 to 9. Then the Chop and Cut, which is on Fridays at 5 o'clock, right before the Lashawan Kwadash class. So you go straight into the podcast and then straight into the Lashawan Kwadash right after the podcast. It's 5 o'clock while you driving home from work, you sitting in traffic, get to turn the radio on, YouTube on, and listen to some more updates. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget about the Passover, the Lord's annual 57th Passover in Houston, Texas. And this year, they're going to have a whole bunch of events. You don't want to miss it. You want to try to be there maybe that Tuesday or that Wednesday, early that Wednesday, because they're going to have a whole bunch of events. It's a week full of events leading up to the Passover. I mean, every year get better and better. This year, I think Officer 5000 Kazakh has put together a 3-point shootout contest and a football quarterback throwing football contest. You know what I'm saying? It was a cash prize. So I'm definitely gonna be throwing the football. I might skip the basketball. I'm really rusty for real. I ain't trying to embarrass myself. You should get out there, okay?
Salagi.
The basketball, I said I'm skipping on that. I'm rusty. I ain't played ball in a minute.
No sweat.
Well, yeah. So now we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with these the requests and the commands for Hachaanakah, which is on December the 14th. All right, 7 o'clock, Baltimore School View in the Baltimore DC location. On the request, you know, might request get some more food, get some extra food. Is there water? So how do you request for water? I want water, please. Right? I want water, please. It would be Iwa Mayam Baba Kusha. Iwa Mayam Baba Kusha. So the Awa is the Ah and the Wa, right? Iwa, the Ah, AH, Wa, WA, Awa, Mayam, right? Mayam. If you've been to Hebrew Academy and you tuning in, we all know what Mayam means. Mayam is water. Mayam. It's M-A, Ma, then it's Y-A-M-A, but you take the A off at the end. So it's Y-A-M. So it's M-A-Y-A-M. Mayam. The Y-A and the M is connected. So it's yum. And the Ma is at the beginning. Ma, yum. That's water. And then Baba Kusha. Baba Kusha is please. So Baba Kusha is lengthy. It's B-A, Baba, then QA, qua, then SHA, sha, quasha, Baba Quasha, Baba Quasha, Baba Quasha. You know what I'm saying? The QA, no, the SHA and the HA is connected, but you don't pronounce the HA at the end.
So it would more or less be silent.
It would be silent. So Baba Quasha, Quasha, even though it's sha at the, even though it's a HA at the end, right? You drop the A and you make the H silent. So it's sha at the end. Baba Quasha. I wa, my yum, Baba Quasha. Means I want water, please. The wa on I wa, on the AH, the I wa, the wa on the end of that is a possessive, right? That possessive means his or it, because my yum is a thing. You use the possessive of it. I wa my yum, Baba Quasha. Baba Quasha, please. My yum, water. Wa, AHWA. Wa. The WA is a possessive for his or it when it's at the end of a word. Wa. Right. So let's go to the next. How would you say, I want food? I want food, please. We know that water is my yum. We know that I wa is I want. I wa. And the wa lets you know that the next word is the wa is possessive for a it or his. All right. So we know we talking about food, and that is a thing. So it's a it. So I wa, and food would be lakum. I wa lakum Baba Quasha. I want lakum, food, Baba Quasha, please. So food is LA, la, and then come. The come is CHAA connected with MA. You take the A off the end. So it's la come.
Connected with the ma. The ka is connected with the ma. That's what the MA is. The character ma, are you gonna drop the A? It's just another way to say it. So they can visualize. This is correct, right? Just visualize. I'm gonna type it in the chat, yo. Bear with me 1 second. I want food. I don't want anybody to be confused about the slocky connecting characters. You know, means that the last character, you always want to take the ah sound off. If it's a ah type of character. So here we got Lakam, which is la, ka, and lama. I just wanted to add on Salag. I mean, interject.
No, sure.
And lama. Those are 3 characters, but it's going to be only 2 syllables.
Come.
La, come, but there's 3 letters there. You just dropping off that last sound after the ma. La, come. That's. I just want to make clear. You want to clarify that? That's
right. So it's not la ka ma.
Con, exactly.
It's not la ka ma because you dropped the a off of the last syllable. I mean, Salaki, the last character, which is ma, right? And then you connected it with the ka. So it's come. Come. Without the a on the ma at the end, it's not la kama, it would be la come. Come. I want, la come. Food, Baba Kusha. Please. I my yum, Baba Kusha. I la come, Baba Kusha. I want water, please. I want food, please. All right. So somebody asks you, you want water? You want water? You already know my yum. My yum is water. But you want water? It would be the awa, my yum. The awa, my yum. And the wa is on there because it's possessive. My yum is, and wa is pertaining to it or his. So the I wa, my yum. The I wa, my yum. You want water? The my ya, a wum. If you don't want water, what would you say? You would either say la ah, or you would say anya to walk. I'm good. Anya to walk. The awa, my yum.
Can we get the characters of the award for the chat for the
Kanwakan. The Iwa, the THA, HA, I mean AH, and it's and that those 2 are connected. So it's the and then wa is your possessive that goes at the end of the word that makes it refers to my yum as it. The awa, my yum. The wa, the awa, my yum. You want water?
And you said the is the root word.
Let's say it again.
The root word is the
The root
the
word.
The root word.
Yes, it's the Come.
The
Come.
And what means
is possessive for it or his. Right? Since we know that water is a thing, that we know that it's referring to the water as it. Right? Same with food. Right? So the Iwa, then it's food. The Iwa, how you pronounce food? The Iwa, lakam. The awa come. I want food. I mean, you want food, Salaki.
Okay.
The Iwa is you want. Iwa is I want. The awa come. So you know how to ask for food, know how to ask somebody else, do they want food? Right? You also know how to answer to those things. Anya Tawab. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm saying, Iwa Mayam is I want water. Iwa Lakam. I want food. To ask somebody, do they want water? The Awa Mayam. To ask them, do they want food? You want food? The Iwa Lakam. All right. We want to make sure that we use these December the 14th at Hachaanakah. I mean, if you haven't been too in touch in the Hebrew lately, you know, you use this opportunity right now to start putting these small things into practice. And it wasn't a lot, right? You can also look back on the Hachaanakah Dec classes. I think we got a class on possessives. I mean, and if we probably could see if we can ask Shira to go over the possessive next. I'm saying request that, because like Captain was saying, Captain Sapariat was saying that learning that alphabet, that was like a very, very good strategy to start you off strong in the Hachaanakah Dec. Learning the strategy of tackling the alphabet, getting familiar with the alphabet letters, and then going into the possessives that go at the beginning and at the end of a word, because it changes the word. So that will help you once you learn one word and become familiar with it. Now you automatically learn multiple words at one time, because you know the possessives that go on the beginning and on the end. So I'm going to be using them. I'm going to try to use them only. I'm not using no English if I say it. I was just dead.
Bro, I said that. I almost cussed. Brother, Salaki, you got to look at your sheet.
Right.
Look at your sheet. Look at your notes, bro. You know what I mean?
All right. So now we're going to go into the commands. The commands. Right? We don't got too many. I think this was a nice amount too. It wasn't a lot. It was just right. It was just enough. We're going to go over all of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to go over all of them right now. So we went over good morning, Tawab Bawakwar. Tawab Bawakwar. Tawab Bawakwar. Good evening, Tawab Irab. Tawab Irab. Good evening. Irab is good evening. Good night. You know how now we be watching class, somebody say something that is so real. They say good night.
Oh.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? Good night is Tawab Layala. Tawab Layala. Good day. Tawab Yawam. Tawab Yawam. The ya is pronounced alone. The wa and the ma are connected. So it's yawam. Tawab, yawam. Good night. I mean, good day. Peace to you. Right? We say peace all the time when we say shalom. But peace to you is shalom laka. Shalom laka. Shalom laka. Peace to you. Then I'm good. Anya tawab. Anya tawab. I'm good. Anya tawab. The and the na are connected. So it's un. And then the ya is by itself at the end. So it's anya. Anya tawab. What did we go to now? We went to, what is your peace?
My peace is good.
My peace is good. That was the next word. My peace is good. Shalom ya tawab. Shalom ya tawab. Shalom is pronounced, that the sha is pronounced by itself. The lum is together. The la and the ma are connected. So it's lum. So it's sha, lum, and then ya. Shalom ya. Shalom ya tawab. My peace is good. Then it was,
what is your name?
Oh, what is your name?
Yeah.
What is your name? Ma Shamka. Ma Shamka. Ma Shamka. Ma Shamka. The ma is a M and a. The ma and the M-A-A-H. Ma and are connected. So it's ma. Ma. And then Shamka. Shamka. What is your name? Ma Shamka. The sha and the ma are connected. So it's sham. Like in sh. So like it's connected. Sham. And then the ka is at the end. Shamka.
Shamka.
Ma Shamka.
I think I wrote it wrong earlier, but also
Come. And the response to Mashamka, what is your name? Mashamka. The response to that would be, my name is, and that would be Shamya.
I had it right, Slot.
Come. Shamya. The response to Mashamka would be Shamya. And then your name. Mashamka. Shamya, officer of 500 Kerala come. Officer Kwatazayam, 500 Kerala come. That was it. Shamya Kwatazayam, 500 Kerala come. Shamya Salaki. How you say captain again?
Saran.
Shamya Saran Saparia. The Shamya is you saying my name is, and then you would say your name after it. Then we went into the request for you to serve someone and ask them, do they want water? To ask somebody, do you want that you want water? You would say, I want water. In the English, it would be I wa, my yum, Baba Kusha. Meaning that the H at the end is silent. So you just will pronounce the sh at the end. So I wa, mayam, baba kusha. The wa on I wa is possessive because the mayam is water. Right? Possessive is an it or his. So I wa. And it always goes at the end. That what makes it a his or it. The wa going at the end of the word makes it a possessive of it or his. I wa, my yum. My yum is water. Ma is pronounced alone. And then yum is connected. Ya and ma. I wa, my yum, baba kusha. Baba kusha. Baba kusha. And then food. I want food, please. I wa lakam baba kusha. I wa lakam baba kusha. The lakam, right, is food. The la stands alone. The kam and the ma is connected. So it's come. La come. And you take the a off of the ma that's at the end. So it won't be la kama. It would be la come. I wa la come baba kusha. I want food, please. And we went to I want water. I mean, you want water. You asking somebody, do they want water? It's the wa mayam. The and is connected. The and then a wa is at the end of the word. Again, we know that wa is possessive for it or his, and because you're talking about water, it's a thing. So it's the wa mayam. You want water? The aya. You want the aya. You want water? Same thing with food. The iwa. You want food? The iwa lakam. Remember, it's not lakama. It's lakam. Right? The A is taken off. And then these are the commands. Right? Give me water, please. So you telling somebody, I want water. Right? You informing them that I want this. And you also asking somebody, do you want this? That was I wa, mayam, I want. Then you want the awa. Now we're saying, give me water, please. Give me water, please. So that is Nathanya. Nathanya. Give me Nathanya. What? Water, please. Mayam, baba kusha. Nathanya, mayam, baba kusha. Nathanya, mayam, baba kusha. It's a lot here. 1 second. And we know the ya at the end of thanya is a possessive. When it's at the end, when ya is at the end of a word, it is possessive for me or my. Right? So you're saying, give me water. You want the water. So it's possessive to me or my. So it's not done, it's thanya. Thanya, mayam, baba kusha. Now thanya is N-A, right? Then T-H-A. Then N-A. But it's not, but you take the A off the end of the back of the N, off the na. So it's na by itself, then thun, not thana. Thana is wrong. You take the A off of the thana and it's thun. So it's nathun. Nathun. N-A-T-H-A-N. Nathun. Then it's ya. Natanya. Natanya. So give me some water, please. Natanya. Mayam, which is water. Baba Kusha. Please. Same thing with food. How will you ask for food?
You said that last one more time.
The last one. Give me water, please. Give me water, please. Natanya. Mayam. Baba Kusha. Natanya is give me, which makes it possessive, is the ya at the end of danya. Right? That's possessive for me or my. When the ya is at the end of a word, YH is at the end of the word, it makes it possessive as me or my. So danya is saying give me water, my yum. Please, Baba Kusha. Right? Then it's danya lakam Baba Kusha. We went over it. We know what food is. Lakam. So give me food, please. Remember that danya is the NA in the beginning stands alone. Na. The dun and the N after that is connected. So it's done. You take the A off of that, it's done. It's not na dun na. It's not nathan na. The nathan na is wrong. You take the A off, now it's nathan. And put the YH because it's possessive for you. So it's natanya. Natanya lakam Baba Kusha. Give me food, please. So we learned that YH on the end of a word is possessive for me or my, right?
YA.
The YA, Salaki. On the end of the word is possessive for me or my. The WA on the end of a word is possessive for his and it. Right? Good, Tawab. Good morning, Tawab Bawakwar. Good evening, Tawab Irab. Good night, Tawab Layala. Good day, Tawab Yawam. Peace to you. Shalom Laka. I'm good. Anya Tawab. What's your name? Mashamka. 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 What's your name? My name is. And then you say your name. So my name is Shamya. My name is Shamya Karalakam. Shamya Karalakam. I want water. Water, you want the water. So it's possessive for it. So it's I wa, my yum, Baba Kusha. I want food. I wa lakam, Baba Kusha. You want water. The awa, my yum. The awa, my yum. You want food. The awa lakam. The awa lakam. Give me water, please. Natanya, my yum, Baba Kusha. Natanya, my yum, Baba Kusha. Give me food, please. Natanya lakam, Baba Kusha. Natanya lakam, Baba Kusha. And that's it. Y'all use all these phrases, these greetings, requests, and commands at December the 14th ISUPK Hachaanakah. Again, the information is in the banner at the bottom for the phone number and the address, 3430 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. If you need more info, you can call 443-595-7875. It starts at 7. Be here a little bit early if you have food, like 6 o'clock to 6:30, and this goes for the DC area and the Baltimore area and everything in between, right? That goes for Laurel, Severn. Say it again. Jessup, Frederick, Bowie, Howard County, all of those areas right there. December the 14th, Hachaanakah, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it is a law to be here December the 14th, right? We are already paying for the ramifications of not following the Most High's laws and commandments that our fathers made a covenant with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It is not a choice. You feel me? It's not. You will pay. You know what I'm saying? For not coming. You know what I'm saying? So be here December the 14th. Keep in touch. Look out for the Passover. The Lord's annual 57th Passover, Texas, Houston, Texas, April the 4th, which is also a commandment to keep. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to end the class. With the security announcements, we are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. New rules for the brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. You know what I'm saying? Also, add into that, when brothers come into the school, they're here to shut themselves of the world, just and sisters. So that means they're off limits for you to even speak to them. And I'm talking about for a brother to speak to another brother that's in here shedding themselves of the world. He's off limits. You don't invite them anywhere or anything like that. Same thing with sisters and sisters. You don't invite them anywhere, anything like that. They're off limits. They're shutting themselves of the world. You give them that time to shut themselves of the world. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find us in number 18 and 21 in Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, which means my Aisharah in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny or any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest funds, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming holy convocations, keep talking about it. December the 14th, you know what I'm saying? Hachaanakah and the Lord's Passover, our annual 57th Passover, April the 4th in Houston, Texas. Remind Akim and Akwanthium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, and headscarf. And with that, Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahaba Shemi Asharakatha.
Yahaba Shemi Asharakatha.
Yayimatah, Sarge, which means turn. Sisters, Amadium, Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Yahushua. Yahimatah. Class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone